In this video, we're going to take you through everything we've packed for our next big adventure, which is 5 months across Asia.
We have got years of travel experience, we have done hours of research, but I have still surprised myself. We are taking just one small backpack each. So in this video, we're going to show you how we've done it.
And make sure to stay to the end to find out what we're not taking, which is just as important as what we are. So first off, we're going to go through the bags that we've got, and we've both got the same bags, and they are these EastPak bags, and they're 42 litres. So we've gone through and had a look at the measurements. They will go on the majority of flights as hand luggage. Really, really good bags. They're water resistant, which is really useful for when we're in Asia. There's loads of pockets, loads of places for things to go. And when we're inside the bags, one of the super beneficial things of this type of a bag is that it opens from the side. So you definitely don't want to be traveling around Asia with something where you have to go in from the top. So we chose these bags, they open up, they've got compartments on each side, so you can keep everything nice and organised.
Padded actually, isn't it, for like a MacBook or something?
Yeah, you've got a MacBook, or you can have your laptop and everything in here, good little thing, but you can basically keep everything super organised inside. So the most important thing you need when you're travelling is a good backpack, and I think we've got one of these.
The other pieces of luggage that we will be taking include this ultralight day bag by Patagonia. This one is really nifty. It can fold up on itself like this, so we can pack it away if needs be. And then it pulls out into just a small day bag, which we will be using to go on activities.
Yeah.
We will be taking it down as a beach bag, and it is also water resistant, so will be useful on those kind of boat journeys and things like that we'll be doing. We will also both be rocking a bum bag the entire time. Again, previous travel experience has shown us that just having your backpack on your back is then a real pain with carrying particularly your valuables, but then also kind of just going through airports and things like that and not having easy access to your passports and travel documents.
You just want everything to hand, don't you? And it does make it really, really easy.
So we have one of these each.
We'll be adding a list of all the key items that we talk about in the description.
So now let's jump into our clothes, and the first rule of long-term travel is laundrettes are your best friend. So we are both taking capsule wardrobes so that we can mix and match items. We are also looking at the materials that we're taking, making sure that they'll be quick to dry and require no ironing.
So now we're going to get into how we've actually packed our clothes. Big thing that we use when we go travelling are packing cubes. And these are the packing cubes from Peak Design. We have gone through so many different packing cubes over the years, but
these ones are a game changer.
These ones are really, really good because they've got amazing compression ability, so you can fit loads in and squeeze it all down. In each of our packing cubes, organised pretty neatly at the moment. Whether or not it'll stay like that, I don't know. But this is, for example, these are my tops. I know that I can have one packing cube that's all tops and one packing cube that's all bottoms. As you see in here, it's just pretty simply laid out, and something that we would always say is roll your clothes as well, because they definitely have less creases in them when you've rolled them, and it's easier to see everything laid out rather than all being stacked on each other.
Certainly a lot of the accommodation that we'll be staying at in Asia, there's no wardrobes, so we will literally be lifting these out of our bag, and then we can see what we've got when we're in the rooms.
Yeah, and that'll be us good for the week. It's just literally have these on the top and just be grabbing your t-shirts and your shorts as you go. Okay, so now for a little bit more of actually what's in the bag. So these are my two packing cubes here. I've got one for tops and I've got one for bottoms. My tops, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 t-shirts. I've got 2 linen shirts, and I've got a sports vest as well, which is probably the item that I'm going to be wearing the most. And then on my bottoms, my shorts, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of shorts. That includes linen and sports shorts, but also as well, I've got a pair of swimming shorts, which can be doubled up as a normal pair of shorts as well.
Mine is really similar. I am taking 5 t-shirts, 3 pairs of shorts. I also have 1 skirt and a couple of dresses, one of which can also double up as a beach caftan. So any pieces of clothing that can double up, have a couple of different uses, is going to be your friend. So for underwear, we are simply just taking 5 sets each, and they will be in and out of the laundrette. And then to the airport, we will be wearing our heaviest clothes. So I have got a pair of linen trousers, which should keep me nice and cozy on the journey. When we arrive in Asia, I expect expect that I'll be wearing these anywhere that has loads of mosquitoes, because I'm the first person to be bitten if there are mosquitoes around. I will also be wearing to the airport my only long sleeve top. Again, that'll keep me warm on the journey, but I'll also need it in Asia because there will be certain temples and places like that that we go to that we will need to cover up a little bit more for.
And I'll be doing the same. I'll be wearing my warmest clothes, which means that I'll be having a zip top with me, but I actually won't be taking any trousers at all. So even though we're travelling on January the 2nd and it's predicted to be -2 tomorrow, I'm going to be in shorts. I'm heavier shorts, but still shorts nonetheless, because there is literally no point in me packing trousers at all, is there? And now onto shoes, which is super important because they can take up a hell of a lot of weight in your bag. So we have both got a pair of trainers, sports trainers, versatile, that'll be worn on the plane.
Yeah.
And we also have both got a pair of Tethers. So we had these previously when we went travelling, and they were really useful.
Upgraded slightly and gone for the water resistant pair.
Yeah, and with good grip at the bottom, so we can, if we're out hiking and stuff, that they'll be useful. But they are literally the only shoes that we're bringing. So now onto electricals, which is something that we've had to work really hard on whittling down to the bare essentials, because we could definitely just take too much on this one. Most importantly, MacBook has to come. Yeah. So it's a heavy MacBook Pro, so that is a heavy one to be taking.
We'll be working whilst we're away, so for us it was an essential.
We absolutely have to take it, yeah. Kindle, Rachel's Kindle, so we don't have to lug books around. Rachel can just download her new books onto that, which makes things super easy. We have, of course, both got our iPhones. They'll be coming with us, but they'll be on us most of the time. And then everything else we're going to be looking to fit into this bag here. So this is an electrical sort of organising bag, and what we've done is we've tried to literally whittle down to the bare basics. The reason we're able to do that is because we're going to be using this little bad boy. So this is an adapter with all of the UK, EU, USA, Australia, Japanese plug adapters in, but most importantly for us, it has 2 USB-Cs and 2 USB-A outputs, which means that we can charge a load of devices from this one adapter. That means that we have to have plenty of USB-C to USB-C, USB-C to Lightning, all of those sort of cables, which we'll be keeping in here, but we'll not be taking too many. And then on top of that, AirPods, we will be bringing a GoPro with us, but we'll literally just be taking the GoPro and the handle. That's everything that we'll need for that. I will be bringing a razor so I don't look too scruffy on my travels. Finally, a portable battery so that we can be charging when we're out and about if we ever need to. So,
as well as the camera that we're filming on.
Yes, as well as the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which we're filming on now. That is everything. It sounds like a lot when you list it off. It's not really. We've sort of certainly had to whittle it down, and we're actually fairly pleased that the vast majority of it can fit in this, and it doesn't take up too much space at all.
Now on to toiletries, and probably my biggest packing challenge. So what we have ended up with is this hanging bag. We have used these hanging toiletry bags before and they have been amazing. We have just bought a smaller, more lightweight version for this trip, and the benefit is that when you arrive in your accommodation, you can just hang it on a peg and you can see everything that you've got. In here we have got miniatures because we do plan to travel with hand luggage only. So of course we've got all of our little sun creams, bug repellent, miniature shampoo and conditioner, 1 hair product each, which is all that we were allowed.
Yeah.
And
what have I got? Oh, salt spray. Yeah. I forgot what mine was there.
Compartment here, we have got things like a sleeping mask each. I've got a little hairbrush. I wear contact lenses, so actually, unfortunately, that does take a bit of space up in the bag, but I've got 3 boxes of these contact lenses to last me for the 5 months. Also going into our toiletry bag will be my jewellery pouch, which is absolutely tiny. It is great because it just rolls out and gives you space for a few rings, earrings, and then you can hang your kind of necklaces and bracelets and things on it like that, and then it just rolls up all nice and safely. In addition, we do have a medical bag, all of your normal types of stuff in here, so plenty of plasters, paracetamols, ibuprofen, cold and flu tablets.
We're going to need the cold and flu for literally when we're travelling. If you can't tell, I'm absolutely full of the cold, so we'll need some of that. Yeah.
So we have got pretty much one pack of everything in here, so that we have got what we need in case of emergency, but then we do know all of this will be available in the pharmacies once we get out there, so we didn't want to overload.
So there are a few extra little bits as well that we're taking worth noting. So we have both got one of these Dock and Bay quick dry towels. Really, really useful. Not everywhere we're going will have towels, but these can be doubled up as beach towels as well. Wrap up really small, dry really quickly. Definitely recommend those. Across Asia, we have been there before, and it has been known to have power outages. So we want to make sure that we can see where we're going at night if there are any power outages. So this little head torch, really, really useful.
Often the accommodation in Asia is down tiny little lanes without any street lights as well. So
we want to make sure we can see where we're going.
Yeah,
absolutely. We both have a pair of sunglasses, essentials, hopefully. And finally, look, I wear hats all the time. Rachel, not so much, but you've got
my one.
One. I've got 2 baseball caps, both really lightweight, fold up, don't take up much room. And finally for me, a Patagonia sun hat for those sunnier days where I want to protect all of my head.
So that brings us on to what we are not taking. So we have a few bits that were in our bags to begin with, and now that we've done the final cut, they have been ditched. So the first of those things is our heavy water bottles, which normally we take everywhere. We try and refill as much as possible. However, in Asia, we know that there are not very many places that you can refill. We're not going to be drinking the tap water, so unfortunately they are going to be left behind.
I guess it is worth saying though, we will try and find a better solution when we're there. So if there are options for like filtered water bottles and things like that, we just haven't had time to look into that before going, have we? We hope to be able to find a better solution, but we're certainly not going to be taking our big heavy water bottles with us without knowing what that solution is.
The other thing that has been ditched are our heavy rain jackets. So it rains all the time across Asia, no matter what time of the year that you're going. So we originally had our rain jackets in the bags. What we've decided to do is ditch them and just buy some ponchos when we get there. As we said earlier, we do plan to travel with hand luggage only. So we are not going to be taking any full-sized toiletry bottles. No. We've also had to be very careful with not taking anything sharp that won't be allowed on the plane with us.
So no little nail scissors or anything like that?
No.
Nail clippers?
They're okay.
And as you saw with our electricals, we've both got AirPods. I actually usually always travel with big Bose noise cancelling headphones because I don't sleep very well on planes and I like to have my ears covered. But too big, too bulky, too heavy. Unfortunately, they have also not made the cut.
So that is everything. 5 months in Asia, 2 backpacks, and we are ready to go.
Thank you so much for watching the video. We hope that you enjoyed it and maybe even picked up a few tips along the way. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to see how we get along with hand luggage only in Asia for 5 months. And also as well, all of our travels that we're going to be doing. We're going to be making loads of content about all of the areas that we'll be visiting, which includes Sri Lanka, Singapore, Thailand, the Philippines and Japan.
South Korea.
So we cannot wait to get going. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next video from Colombo.